Hello.
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 Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, we can hear you now.
Yeah, come through laptop instead.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk in sign language.
It's not the microphone that we bought, is it?
No, it's the microphone on the laptop that. Yeah.
Laptop? It's not to do with laptop, with the microphone over there.
That was fine.
Yeah, and so you.
Oh, Tony. Sure.
It'll come up in a minute.
Like throttling someone.
Yes. 2 minutes. No, with you.
No, it's the part of the best. Say it all out.
It'll come up in a minute.
Oh.
Just a minute, Kate.
Are we back live now?
Yeah.
We are back, yeah.
I can't see them.
Yeah, people. It's on. No, I ain't even shared it. That's what I'm saying. 1 minute, let me.
I don't think they'll see it.
Not you.
Shared it to.
Tony.
Well.
Who are you going to call?
Not you.
Well, shit to you then. I'm going to take it off. Put my best t-shirt on.
Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah, well, mine. Bought Tony 2 new t-shirts for his birthday. I haven't worn one of them yet.
Yeah.
What's going off here? I can't see no comments. Bugger all.
There's no one's. I don't think anyone's commented yet. Andrew's on.
I can't even find a link.
I've just shared it to our group.
Yeah. Yeah. Your comments are here. When anybody, if anybody comes on, comments are here. Not here.
So I don't know if Facebook's acting on because it just keeps dropping rapidly again. Of course, this is only 3 people on, and I'm one of them.
Well, I can't keep doing this bloody thing all day. According to that, we've only got 3 people watching.
I know, that's what I said. I don't know if it's Facebook acting up.
Can somebody comment to just...
I can comment. Hello.
Yeah, but I know I can hear you. No,
I mean, comment on screen, so you should be able to see it on the screen in a minute.
Yeah.
6 hours. Why not? I always said, stop worried about viewers. Keep them on.
Yeah, but I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. We're not going to start talking until people come back on before.
People are slowly coming back.
Got 8 on.
Had cauliflower cheese, see?
Cauliflower cheese?
Yeah, right. Nice. Yeah, a big bag of cauliflower cheese we got from Iceland. I don't know how much we paid for it, but it's fed us both.
Oh,
yeah,
cauliflower.
Yeah, it keeps fluctuating. I don't know what's going off with it, to be fair. It's
gone down to 5.
Yeah, 4 on mine. We'll just talk a lot of rubbish for the next 10 minutes until it goes up a little bit.
I don't know what's going on.
I think it's notifications with Facebook, I think.
Yeah, because when people changed to the new profile, it got rid of all the notifications and stuff.
Have you seen what else it's doing? I know it. You know, because we've transferred to that new thing, the new layout.
You transfer
What?
back your posts.
You know, if you transfer back to the old layout, you know the layout what we're moaning about in a minute. If we transfer back to the old layout, anything we've done on the new layout, you lose.
Yeah.
It deletes it all. Yeah, how stupid is that? Hey,
Hi,
Alan.
Helen.
Hi, Helen. Oh.
Whoever's out at the moment, if you just bear with us, I think Facebook's acting up with notifications again. So we're going to wait for a few more people to come on.
Yeah.
We'll see if it keeps jumping up and down.
Well, it's like earlier when I did that 5-minute live.
Yeah, I know this year. Well, I didn't watch it, but because I wanted meeting, weren't I? But Madison again.
It was playing up right bad then. Picture was crap. I wasn't getting comment. I got half at comments after it had figured, although they'd been put while I was live.
There's a lot of people complaining about Facebook at the minute. This live will get took off soon because we keep complaining about them. I wish they'd bloody leave things alone. Keep saying it.
No, you just get used to one way and then bloody couldn't change it.
No, I don't think anyone had any issues probably 5-6 months ago yet, didn't they, with Facebook? They've started to have many changes with it. And it's fucking lives up. And I don't mean lives as in personal lives, I mean lives as in Facebook lives.
It's both.
It's stupid, honestly. Absolutely stupid. Why can't I just bloody leave things alone?
Well, I don't know if you're watching when you're cut off. If you're watching me, I'll tell them.
We didn't have any sounder out at one point, so I don't know. I know you were mentioning about bits and bobs, but I don't know exactly what you were mentioning. But I've wrote a few things down to go through anyhow, but wait. Come on.
Well, I'll just tell them about this place that we're doing on 29th, that we've got the whole run of the building. And as to his knowledge, nobody else has ever done it. So
we're not going to. We're keeping it a little bit stum.
Yeah.
We have got someone. Well, Kaz.
Yeah, it's a top secret location.
Yeah.
Because we've done it before where we've given slight hints of where we're going, and people have gone there before we've done it and ruined, and it stopped us being able to do stuff because things have happened. So I'm not giving any notification out of what we're doing in 7 days' time. This time, in 7 days, I'll be finishing work. What time is it? It's past 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'll have finished work. I'll be getting ready, and we'll be going out for 10 o'clock.
Not 9, 10.
Oh, is it 9 and 10?
Yeah, because we've got to go to it, haven't we? So
we've got to get there. I don't finish work till 8 o'clock.
I thought you were on 6.
No, 8 o'clock finishes from next week.
Oh, I don't keep.
I've told you about 17 million times.
Yeah, she's on late all next week. That's what I'm saying. So if we're doing more lives next week, it's gonna have to be, depending on where we're going, it might be 10 o'clock.
Right, so 10 o'clock. And I was also telling people about, I haven't told them who, but the place that we've joined for the location.
Yeah. We'll start talking about a few things anyhow, but then obviously we can recap on it all anyhow and go through it if more people come on. But yeah, we've joined English Heritage. There's a reason behind doing that. Because we've been told about a few good things what can come from it, to be fair. When you're part of English Heritage, it opens you up a little bit more to be able to speak to these people.
And to get more locations.
And to get more valid locations, so we say, like where
valid, permissive locations. So we've got the permission to be able to go to these venues.
So we will be speaking once we've got us stuff through for it, we'll be speaking to some of these places
Yeah, because don't
directly.
forget,
And
there's a reason behind not giving the giving any more information about next week. There's some bits that we've got to do and finalise. Finalisations are being put in place.
just go with it, Jay. Just go with it.
Yeah. We're finalising the finalisation bits.
Yeah, we're finalising bits. Facebook, I'm sorry, but Facebook's doing my boxing. It is absolutely doing my boxing. Come on, Bebo, come back. Not Bieber, Bebo. Absolutely ridiculous. This is ridiculous, this.
Yeah,
No, there's tools on at the moment, but notifications are shocking at the minute.
views are shocking. 5 people watching us.
Yeah, it works for some people, and it don't work for other people. I've noticed it because I follow quite a lot, and you know I do. I follow tons, and you don't even get notifications for most of them. It's ridiculous. You have to go into everything and notify. I'm gonna have to put a post up on our page again and try and share it out everywhere and see if people can go on and check the notifications. Because there's probably people out there who are not even getting notified and they actually want to watch us. I'm not saying everyone wants to watch us, by the way, but it's just a bit stupid at the minute.
So, is anybody actually looking forward to Friday? Monday, isn't it?
Friday? Why are we doing Friday?
Monday, this new location and yes.
Yeah. David, yeah, we were contemplating it a while ago, but I was actually looking at some places the other day and I thought, you know what? It might be worthwhile joining it. Because if they know you're part of English Heritage, you know, they might give us a bit of leeway to do certain things. Some places obviously do pay dunce, don't they? So I can understand if they said, get lost, you're not doing no.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, yeah. It's like, yeah.
Which one is it?
Oh.
Right.
Sometimes I have a notification. You have to go 1, 2 groups to see if you're alive.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I think there's something to do with notifications. You know, when obviously we've had a bit of an issue with first live, we went live. Well, I'll start again. When we first went live, we had a bit of an issue with microphones, so we had to cancel the live to then restart it back up. If you go cancel and go back live again, it doesn't always notify you a second time, which is a bit of a pain in the arse, if I'm being honest. But it's just a matter of keeping an eye on the page. And seeing if we go back on again. But no, it's just a pain in the backside. Yeah, that's it, Alan. Yeah, it's just a bit cheeky, really. It's a bit cheeky, but most of the places you can go in. If you're English Heritage, you can go in. You don't pay. Some places charge you a little bit, just a couple of quid or whatever to go into if you're part of English Heritage. But you've got all the outside ones and all the English Heritage ones outside. You've got there's a place what Jay's always wanted to do, Bolsover Castle, which I don't think we want to pay £2,000. So it's going to be one of those where we go to walk around the place and just slyly said to him, "Do you mind if we do a little bit of a live while we're in here? Tell them who we are, what we do."
Well, like I said, we were talking to them this morning, and they said that they wouldn't have a problem with it. As long as they have equipment, we're laying about, so people could trip over it and.
Yeah, safety aspect. Yeah. So you just go to a particular area and do a bit of there, and don't have Sky Broadcasting Company with loads of cameras and yeah.
Yeah, but it just opens up a whole new.
It gets us out as well. So it could be that we don't. Even some of these places, if they won't let us do proper recordings, You might say, yeah, come back at 7 o'clock tonight. You can do an hour or whatever. We'll have someone here at 7 o'clock, and they let us go in. Do it. You never know. But then we could also do a little hunting day. It's one of them. It's just a way of getting some extra content. It seems a lot of people like the ones where the midday ones. Whether or not if that'll change when most people are back to work, I have no idea. It seems a lot of people like the midday ones, don't they?
They like recce ones.
They like the recce ones, yeah. But obviously, I know we haven't done many recce ones, but we have got thoughts around that. We did touch on it before. Obviously, I'll go through all that. But we did touch on it on our last live. We did what some of the plans we've got. But we will touch on it as we're going on. But now we have.
It's just doing us head in because we're wanting to be out there rather than doing paperwork and trying to put things in order, aren't we?
Yeah, but we needed to do it. We needed to do this. If one thing it's pushed us to do a few more things. Some things people might not be happy with, but some things people might be happy with. You don't know. We mentioned a few things, even going back a few months. We mentioned about doing some things, but it doesn't mean people's got to do it, does it? And I think people probably have an idea what we might be going down the line of, but it's subs and stuff like that. But we're not planning on doing the subs like straight away. We are going to potentially do it in 2 months' time or something like that. But that don't mean we're not going to do an hour and a half lives.
Thank you, David.
But we need to obviously. It's not that we want to beg for money or all like that, because that's not what type of group we are. But we do. Hopefully, someone will help us a little bit towards fuel and stuff like that. But it doesn't necessarily mean everyone's got to do it. You might get a person what donates a couple of quid or whatever, a couple of quid. But and not everyone will want to do subs. But there will be a few things what we are going to do for subs. What we won't do, what we probably won't be doing on normal page.
No, like the automatic writing and things.
Yeah, we'll have some more experiments we're going to do. Recce videos, because we don't really do many recce videos. It's not that we don't go out recceing, because we do. But we will start to do live recce videos for subs only. So you get things like that. You'll get extra content, extra experiments.
And there'll be times where we'll do random competitions for people to get, membership and stuff like that for free.
Yeah. There's a lot of things we thought of doing, but then we thought, you know what, we don't really want to be like doing little raffles. Well, we've done little raffles before, but if I'm being honest, we haven't really got much interest from it. And we haven't, let's face it, we're just being honest. Maybe that's the fault from our side, I don't know. But it's things we're going to start chucking out there. We might do little raffles where you can win even a t-shirt or whatever, and see how it goes. We'll arrange something like that. Car stickers, cups.
When you become a sub, you might get a members pack.
Yeah, you might get a little freebie for a sub. You might get a car sticker or something. You never know. It's something we are looking at doing.
Something. We've only got 4 people on watching.
I know. Yeah, we'll just talk about rubbish for a minute then. See if anything comes.
That I suggested to the group is if we could hire maybe a room for a couple of hours a week.
For people meet us.
People just come and meet us and talk to us. And we just generally have a chin wag and get together. And if anybody wants to come along, then.
Yeah, it's kind of things we could do. Is try and get more interaction, I suppose. Well, it'll help us, but it'll be good for yourselves as well. Because some of you might think, I don't really want to go out on a nun, but I won't mind going and seeing what they do. And it don't matter if you come and see us and you and you just want to talk to us about some of the places we haven't been, or what you think what you're interested in us doing, or ask us how we got into it and a bit more detail. Because when you're on a live, you probably you forget about things, but when you're in person with someone, you just rabbit a load of shite, don't you? I'm not being funny. You do. It's no worse. It's no worse a person than me. But when I'm in person with someone, I'll probably talk even more. I probably do, and I'll probably give you some secrets that not
People
secrets.
just want to turn up and have a general chit chat and a cup of
Yeah,
tea or
cup of coffee, tea, or whatever, and we'll be there for a couple of hours. It's not something we've 100% got that yet, but we have been thinking about that. And just general people will get advertised at, and the place where we go, they'll probably advertise it at. And then you might get some numpties what come just to take piss, but you know, one of them things, isn't it? It's but saying again, we've got to look at the cost side to that as well, because if we can get logistics side of it, because if we get a place, they might say, place all they've got to do is buy a drink while they're there or something. Do you get what I mean? So if it's in a pub in a room, a back room or something, you just got to buy yourself a glass of Coke or something, a couple of quid. And we don't have to pay anything for it. Do you get what I mean? Obviously, you're coming, you get to see us, you get to ask us questions, speak to us about us aunts and whatever. And
what do people think, by the way? I'm just going to change the subject. What do people think of the photos that have been putting up of sort of recent events? Do people want to see more of the photography side as well? But it's something I'm really getting into and looking at stuff like that. Because I've just seen the photos and I'm actually quite impressed with photos.
Yeah, some of the photos. The only thing I've said about the photos, from our point of view, we have to be careful with the photos, whether or not if there's a location away, because that's what we don't want. Because
I'm not doing that.
You know what? We've been to some great locations where there's not been any damage at all, or not damage, no graffiti and everything. And you know what? I hate it when people go into. I'm not saying people on here would do that, but we're going to try and be very, very cautious with these locations, because we've had a lot of help off some other groups. I'll be honest with you. Stuart helped me out the other day from Seeking the Unknown. He sent us a few locations. We've got
Craig and Stacey, they do.
Craig and Stacey from Urban Ghost, Urban Explorers Yorkshire. I'll get it right. We've got Dave H. Working with Paranormal. We've got people got them from the APS, which is the other local team to us, which are doing fantastic, and I don't mind picking them up. They're doing brilliant. I think they've just gone above 1,000 followers.
1,000.
We're not usually a group. Well, I am. A lot of groups out there. I don't like mentioning other groups, but we're not slating them. They're brilliant. You know what? Hats off to them. I speak to Jason from there quite a lot. They've done brilliant.
Quite a lot.
Speak to Stuart quite a lot. Dave H. Speak to quite a lot of people. Craig, Stacey. You know what? We are working as a power unity. It is, and while other people are doing that, I'll happily help them. They'll help us, etc., etc.
Share alike.
Share alike.
But no, if you like the photos, I'll definitely do more of those on days off. I'm planning, especially now the nice weather's coming. I'm getting in the car and I'm just driving.
Yeah.
Camera's always charged.
We all like it. We are loving going around looking for locations at the minute and all, aren't we? So it's kind of good as a bit, because obviously I work full time. Ellie works full time. Obviously we even did a bloody 11 o'clock bloody thing. 11, 12, half 11, half 12 we got in. Well, before we did last chat show, we before we obviously decided to have a couple of weeks off, we were out at bloody 12 midnight, weren't we? And looking at a couple of places. And funny enough, both accessible. Yeah. What is the odds of that? But I thought, I'm not going to go live at 12 o'clock at night.
You're right, David. That when locations do get shared, people find locations and people put locations of where they're going. You know, you are right in what you're saying, which is why we're trying to be a little bit more secretive in where we're going and when we're going.
Yeah, you might not see us.
You'll see
it's
us
gonna
put
be.
notification
We'll
of
put
where
not,
we're going.
we'll put something up, but we're probably not gonna. Yeah, I know it sounds daft. So, when we do the subs, and like I said, not everyone's going to be happy with subs. I know that. Like I say, you don't have to sign up to subs if you want to. You want to get a bit of extra content, extra footage, extra. And we have got some new experiments we are going to start
I've
doing.
got some extra footage that's waiting to go up on the subs of our behind the scenes car journeys.
Oh God! Yeah. I thought you put that on.
No,
I thought we should put that on actually overnight. We talked to put it on because the only downfall with it, there was a bit of explicit footage arguing between me and Jay, weren't there?
A bit of what?
A bit of explicit. No, that sounds a bit wrong. Explicit footage. What's the right word?
Obscenities.
Obscenities, and there were some very, very nasty words.
Blue language.
Blue language, and it could insult a few people. What we were talking, but it was aimed between each other, not anyone personally. He called something which could come across really, really bad.
It might come across that it was nasty towards each other, but it's just banter.
Yeah, well, so Ailey has an habit of recording us when we're on recce's.
Yeah, but can't help it when we're in the back of the car and you're just absolutely going at it like a player.
And it's not even a recent recce, this and all. She just found it, didn't you? Yeah, it's
you two like two old washer women.
yeah, but I kind of just wind Jay up even more because yeah. But no, obviously, if we to be fair, guys, we might put that footage up for you. But like I said, we will be putting a disclaimer on it. I will put it on the main page for you. We'll put a disclaimer on because there is things which can be insulting to people, but it's not aimed at anyone. It's it's banter between us two.
Yeah,
like me, I'll hold my hand up on. I think we did one, which put one up before, and I said the R word, what ends in D. And it's not a nice thing to say about someone, but it's just.
He calls it me all the time.
Yeah, I call it me all the time, but yeah, but it's not aimed at anyone, though, because that's not what type of people we are. But you've got to be careful, aren't you? Because you do get a lot of people that complain about it. It's not aimed at anyone.
Oh, I didn't realise.
Yeah, so it's confirmed.
what?
If Jeff on?
No.
Yeah. Oh.
No, it's not.
Oh. It's just popped up on my screen, but Jeff wants to be a friend with me, so yeah, fair enough. I've just confirmed it. Jeff. Not on the screen. He sent me a friend request.
Absolutely, Helen. You know, there's one thing we will always say is we do not fake anything that we find.
Don't know.
You know, all the evidence that we get is 100% real and accurate. And if we think that there's any doubt in it, we'll debunk it straight away.
Yeah. We watch a lot of other lives, and like
Stu
I
got
said,
some great good activity the other night.
yeah, the place at Stuart were really, really good. But we help each other out. That's the thing. We see things on theirs. We let them know. They'll probably come on ours and see things. And
sometimes the camera can be pointing one way, and Tony will see something in another direction, or one of us will.
Yeah, you never.
By the time you've swung the camera around, it's gone. But one idea we was thinking of doing is getting body cameras. So what we're seeing would, if we were looking elsewhere other than where the camera was looking, the body camera would pick it up.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Ellen. I agree. I agree with you, but you'll probably find with us we don't. Maybe that's one of our issues. And we're quite honest. We had as honest and truthful chat the other night, didn't we? Last week. And we will say how it is, but we don't insult anyone. But we insult ourselves in some respects, don't we? But you'll find we don't really go, "Oh my God, look over there." We don't do that, and maybe that is something.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, we do. Jay
does Jay does. Yeah, but I don't. I see things a lot of the time, but I just don't let people know, and I don't because unless it's visible to you or it's making itself known to people what's watching it. What's point of me going on? Oh yeah, there's something over there. I might say, oh, there's something over there or whatever.
We do point at each other. Point it to each other.
Yeah, well, you'll probably just see me going like that, pointing in a direction or whatever.
Have you seen that comment what David's put on? Gentleman here laughing at you wearing a cap. Coal on face.
It doesn't surprise me where we live, to be fair.
Yeah, well, we live in the mining, shortly, so yeah.
My dad always wore a flat cap, and he was a miner because he ended up getting one of his fingers chopped off. Down.
But, yeah.
And it's sort of thing my dad would do, laugh at me for. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But it's like some of our runs, what we've done, it's like, and we talk about them all the time, don't we? It's like the one with me and Ailey, when Ailey did their comeback, date night one, as she called it. All night we were trying to, well, we were respectful. We didn't call it names, whatever, but I was trying to rattle this spirit up all night. And then, but let's just say it ended up where we shit his pants and run out of play. Well, she did.
I didn't run.
Yeah. Same again. It were in the location. We spent most of the night in that location, in that area with that location, and not one thing happened apart from a odd little orb or whatever. But we knew that was the area where there were a lot of activity, and it not were happening all night. And then we come out of that area and start riling it up even more, and then it bloody slammed the bloody door on us. No, that's not. No,
Is that the yeah? Which one? Where me and Ailey got chased out?
yeah, the opposite end to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that location in general, I do. I don't know what it is about that location. I just love it, and it's completely wrecked. It's completely wrecked, but I love that.
That has got to be the scariest place for me.
I'd probably say it is
We
the
may have to do
activity.
a live on the 27th of April.
The activity we've had in both sides of that place was ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. The activity we've had in there. 27th of April. What you mean? The 27th of April? I mean the day where I go to hospital.
The anniversary, I don't know.
Yeah, 27th of April. She wants to do a live on that day's anniversary of Anna, but it's also the day where I go for my hospital appointment, where for tablets and stuff, which that is going to be really. I'm going to have to be really careful if I have to put them bloody things. You might see me with my collar on and everything.
Is it the ones that make you glow up in dark?
Yeah, that type of thing. Yeah, it's like going on chemo, which I'm not looking forward to. It knocks my immune system to basically nothing. Which that don't mean I'm not going to do lives, but I might end up being a bit poorly. But it's one thing because it's not. I don't like being ill in the first place, but hopefully my immune system has been pretty good all through my life. This is going to knock my immune system to nothing. But
We'll get over that hurdle when we get to it.
we'll get over it. Yeah, so I'm not worried about it. I need to. If having this last few weeks off work, I had to make that decision, didn't I? I had to make that decision. And I know it's going to be a ball when it gets to it, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to go out. I just might have to be gloved. Sounds all right. Gloved up, masked up completely. Because then I won't be able to go near anyone if they've got a cold or whatever. One of them. Which is going to be bad if like little ones get a cold or like that. I'm just not going to be able to have any contact. So but we'll get to when we get to that. Get to that hurdle. It might take a bit of time for it to knock my immune system, but I need to do it. I need to do it.
Yeah. Always health comes first.
You are?
Always health comes first.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I was worried about it, obviously, because at times we're in having this immunodepressant, as I call it. Immunosuppressant drugs. I've got to have, yeah. I was a bit sceptical about having them, but I need to do it. Even if COVID still be around for a while, won't it? But I'm just going to have to be careful. So there'll be no kissing and cuddling from me and Jay no more. You're going to miss it.
Oh, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to get an inflatable love toy and do your face on it.
Oh dear. But now I'm not thinking about that until end of April. So, yeah.
Swiftly moving on.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about now. Yeah, we'll talk about some records we've been doing. So obviously, well,
Because I've got.
What are you now?
If we do it on that day,
Well, we'll come to that bridge when we get to it. I'm talking about the days on. Talking about the end of April and May here.
no, March,
Yeah, April.
right? That's his contract. Then if we did one on that day, look at the date.
Think about when I'm having the kids.
This is Thursday.
Yeah, I said I'd be having the kids Tuesday to Friday.
Oh, it's a bloody week, isn't it?
Yes, thank you.
But is that about it then? Because the numbers are dropping again.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, well, I'm still talking, so
Unless you're bored and you want to bugger off.
it's fine. We'll keep talking a bit. We'll go through a few things. It's fine. But yeah, so I don't know what you went through when thing went off. So obviously we've done quite a few records, haven't we? I've still got loads of locations what we haven't even done yet. But there's some of them what we've. I think we worked out. I think we've got quite a few. We've got at least probably a couple of weeks worth, haven't we?
Yeah, I've got another couple to add to the list from today.
Yeah, that's it. So it's but we will obviously do some outside ones. We're just hoping weather gets better. I know it's been bloody. You know you can't judge it, can you? Because it's been boiling today, hasn't it?
I know.
Weather's been lovely today. It's like he said we were going to go and do a live hunt tonight outside. Piss it down. We just need weather to. We're going to have to start looking at Mr. Weatherman and find out when's going to be the best time to do a outdoor location. Just do an outdoor one where there's not.
Well, I'm hoping it's going to be nice for tomorrow because it's nice tomorrow morning. I'm going to drag my car to the shed, get my brakes fixed, get that ready for season. Oh, Trina says she's taking Babby down Road Chabby.
Yeah. First of all, he carries a uniform.
No, we can do a second World War.
Yeah, second one.
Night,
I don't know
David.
I don't know if he's saying it's been a good night or if he's saying good night because it's good.
I don't know if he's going because he's put love to all.
Good night, David. Thanks for
No, yeah, he's going. But some of these things, obviously, we're going to go through. I'll put a post on wall. And like I said, the likelihood is we will be putting a PayPal link up on page probably tomorrow, which is obviously for donations. If people want to donate, if they don't donate, they don't donate. It's one of them. If anyone can donate anything, it does help. Obviously, a lot we fuel, and obviously additional equipment. We aren't doing too bad for equipment. If I'm being honest, we're not going to lie to you. We are doing pretty well with equipment, aren't we? There is a few more things we do probably need to get. Mainly, we probably are going to get some kind of a bear. But I'm going to big Jason up here. Jason, not Jay. Jay has been tampering around and he's created. Have you got it?
Sorry, yeah.
I know there's only 4 people on, but people watch back, you can see, can't they?
Bear with me a second.
He's just gone to get his blanket. I don't even know if anyone's live.
Yeah.
Are they? I know APS aren't live, isn't it?
Yes.
No, they're doing a subscription. They're doing their subs talk tonight. I think they're doing like a special sub.
Paranormal College Live.
That's why I thought I'd do it at 7:30. Because before people go live, that's what I'm saying. That's why I thought I'd do it a little bit earlier, because it's not going to be a super extended live, is it? We'll just talk about a few things. But right, so Jay's been messing about and he's created this random star thing, which works on sensor. Is it touch or
No, it's motion censored.
motion sensor? Yeah. So it works off motion sensor. The only downfall with it, because I'm quite honest with stuff and I didn't want to upset Jay saying it, but the only downfall with it, the light stays on for about 50 seconds. But
Well,
it'll still work temporarily. Still work temporarily as a motion sensor, won't it?
Just so.
There you go. It's a bit of a gimmick, but it's for some of what he's created, it's pretty good, isn't it? That's the thing. Kids will love it. If we get any child spirits around, they might go up to it and play with it and set it off. So
it will be first attempt.
I think you did well with it. Yeah, you did well with it. I do, and I know obviously it sounds like I've been slating you for it, with how long it stays on, but I don't mean all about that. It'll something to use temporarily, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it is a sensor. That's it. It's we will obviously look at getting a proper REM pod. Yeah. We will look at getting a REM bear. We even consider getting a robot. We've spoke about all sorts of stuff.
If they put the lights or without the lights on, if it's just a white one.
Yeah. It is how it works. Yeah. So it's an attraction, isn't it? That's the thing. It's an attraction. So it's somewhere where you could just spin the camera around to it if it goes off, because it's going to stay on bloody long enough.
Well, that's it.
That's the thing. It's not a quick 5 seconds and it's gone off before you've spun round to it, is it? It's going to stay on long enough. It stays on for 15 seconds, doesn't it? But
If they like it, the colour lights on.
Yeah. Trina says people who are watching, would they prefer it with the coloured lights on, or if it was just plain white light?
I quite like how it lights up, mate. Because it looks like two different. It looks like one light in the middle and all different lights from outside to me.
You know what it was originally? It was a on-off switch for the lights. So I had to take the on-off switch off and fit a sensor in its place.
Yeah, I think same. Yeah, it's coloured at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coloured outside
Yeah,
of
I think that stands out because it's not just that one light. You've got all the lights on the edge of the stars, haven't you? I think it's good. I do. The only thing here, I think for the sensor side, it's good, but it's just a 50 seconds.
I just need to try and figure out how to so it's not run as long.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm no good with electrics. I'm making it up as I go along. And it were only pure luck that I've got this far.
It's just a sensor, isn't it? That's why it's motion sensor. So you can still use it as an equipment, can't you? Because if no bug goes near it, and it lights up, there's got to be something near it, hasn't there?
Yeah. Well, that's it.
It's still a thing we can use. Like I say, it's good. Kids might go near it. You can't guarantee it's going to be kids up near it, can you? But
see, I didn't know whether I could incorporate like a music chime thing into it as well.
Yeah, it'd be like a proper REM pod type thing, you know. It's like that. It's like the motion sensor thing. What Jockey? Oh, Jockey's helped as well. I haven't mentioned Jockey yet. Jockey's helped us quite a lot as well. He's sorted the vortex out for us, and the motion sensor, weren't it? It lights up and makes that music. But now
I thought everybody else has got bears.
I think the bears are good. Bears are good, especially I think the ones where you don't necessarily need it with the noise on it. I don't think. If you've got a REM pod, you could put the REM pod near the bear, couldn't you? Essentially, or
well, I just thought something different to a bear.
Yeah.
Because everybody's using bears, aren't they, or whatever? Yeah. So I thought, right,
it's like these robots. You've got to be careful with these robots because there's so many different modes you can put it in. One mode, it just goes off on its own, which you could kind of think someone's gone near it, but it hasn't. It's just the mode it's in. It just automatically moves back and forth and goes all over.
This started life as just a cushion with coloured lights in, with an on-off switch. So I took the on-off switch off and fitted the sensor in its place.
Yeah.
So now you just wave your hand or go near it and it lights it up instead of clicking it on and off. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see. There's sensor there.
Yeah.
That's the sensor. I didn't say it looked like a nose, but it is actually the sensor.
No, it's good to say you've never done all like it before. You did all right, really.
Mm. I'm not an electrician. I'm just,
You're no jockey, are you?
well,
I wish I could figure like that. I wouldn't even know how to put this together. Like that.
well, to be honest with you, Tony, I didn't even have a soldering iron, a bugger all. So I just half the wires are just super glued together.
Yeah, I need to find. Oh, I only found one of our soldering irons. It's a very old soldering iron. So I found a brand new one. Yeah.
Well, all I've done is super glue wires together, twisted them together, and then super glued them.
Yeah.
It's working just as good.
Yeah. Haley's in a plan of action. Kick me out of house. Poison me. It's number 1 and number 2. She's probably poisoned me first before she kicks me out.
No, I
of house.
can't write that down.
She can't write that down, she says. No, she's got 12 things on this plan of action.
What for you or for
This.
the team?
I'll tell you after.
Yeah, when we finish live, we'll go through it. Yeah, we've got new location. I'm going back to thing again. So we've been doing quite a few recces, haven't we? We have got other areas to go to, but obviously we're just all being a bit thingy at the moment. We're just trying to be as safe as possible. There isn't the government guidelines. There's no limit on how far you can bloody travel anyhow. It's advisory. But we just try to.
Tommy, a question for one of you, and it's got nothing to do with ghost hunting. Go on.
Let me get a fag. Do I need a fag for this?
Well, we found out what the problem. You know, my Xbox One, and it keeps playing up.
Yeah.
We found out that my Xbox One, for some reason, is knackering the HDMI cables up.
Huh?
You're not using the right HDMI cables.
Well,
are you just using the cheap Panland ones?
I bought a new one. I put it in, and it worked for so long, it stopped working. So I unplugged the one out of my PlayStation and plugged it into my Xbox. And it started working again perfect. So
Where are you getting HDMI cables from?
Argos, wasn't it? Argos.
Argos from the.
Are they the cheapest ones?
Probably. No, it does. Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, that's your problem. With the Xbox, you need the gold-plated HDMI fast transfer ones.
We've probably got some in house somewhere. We've got loads of cables. Yeah. Probably on the stairs, like, but we had tons of cables. HDMI cables at one point.
You know that app thing what you gave me last night?
Yeah.
It wouldn't work through my HD cable. Right?
Yeah.
It would get a picture and everything, but no sound, and it wouldn't play it. I swapped HD cables, it worked perfect, and played straight away and everything.
It probably is down to the cable. If it's cheap cable, it's probably not bringing everything.
I've always said to people, you need the better cables. He does it with me. He goes, right, we need a new HDMI.
Yeah.
He knows for a fact I will not go buy the cheapest ones. I will spend about 15 quid on a decent HDMI cable.
It depends what you're doing. It depends what you're doing. If you want some HD or whatever, well, you know what I mean. If you're just going to be using some crap,
a gold-plated HDMI cable to monitor.
Tide you over quick, just get a cheap one. But if you're going to be using it consistently, you need to get something decent, don't you?
Because I must be on my 4th HDMI cable with that bleeding Xbox of mine.
Just think, if you'd bought the proper one to begin with.
One of them was. Because I had to go for the long one because where my Xbox is at TV.
Yeah.
We didn't pay expensive for one, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's just me. I told you, it's me wiring up.
Yeah.
Will you do us a favour? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to grab me a can of Pepsi.
All right. So yeah, so while he's gone, we're sacking him.
That's me.
He don't know yet. Hopefully, he can't hear us. But yeah, we're getting rid of him. Trading him in.
A model that works.
Yeah, a lot younger model. What's more flexible. Not listening. Well, he hasn't commented that yet. So, but yeah, if anyone wants to replace him, send your application forms into me. Hey, pal, how's it going?
Oh, that's all right. Well, I put my special t-shirt on and everything. Who are you going to call?
What's that? We're just saying out good things about you.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Irreplaceable, me, you know.
Irreplaceable, yeah.
Irreplaceable, that's what I am.
Irreplaceable. Yeah, so yeah, we've got recce's. We've got to go out again. We've got recce's. Got tons of recce's to do. Absolutely tons of recce's to do. What else? New locations. Like I said, we got 2 new locations on that night, didn't we? To be fair, when we went out at midnight, they looked like some robbers. Didn't we? Walking around.
Has anyone got any questions? Because we're going round and round on the same subject now.
Anybody got any questions about what?
Anything.
Anything.
We've got 4 new locations.
Well, recently we've got more, haven't we? But
What
just got a branch.
due past our house?
You what?
What time's the next bus due past our house?
Probably in, I don't know, 1 minute.
About 22 minutes.
We're in.
We're in South Yorkshire, Helen.
Yeah, South Yorkshire. Rotherham. So he's a bit special, you see.
Special needs me, you know.
Yeah, we do.
Oh yeah, don't we know?
Trina deserves a bloody medal.
Ellen Carter, do you do any ghost hunting or anything like that?
Happened to your medication.
Huh?
You checked it off. Tablets.
Or does anybody else do any like ghost hunting or just exploring or anything?
Or has anyone thought of going into ghost hunting?
Yeah. Anybody thought of becoming a ghost?
Wrong question.
We're always looking. Have you still got that one in your pocket, Tony?
You know what?
You still got that one in your pocket?
Yeah. I have. What was I gonna say?
Well, it's quiet on here tonight, isn't it?
It's got to be so. I'm not being funny. It's got to be something. I would love to. Don't know if I'd check myself. Yeah. It's
Jay does it every day.
Jay runs near enough on every location we do.
Before we
It's a
use.
thinking bowels to relax.
As soon as you bloody start to pull up to a location, Jay's like, yeah, I'm not going in there. No.
I'll tell you a funny story about Jay. Even if people watch it back, I'll tell you a funny story about Jay. So when we go to a location, Jay don't really know much about a location. Now, I don't really know tons about a location, but I know bits and bobs. So I kind of drop certain things in, and I get told off because Jay doesn't like the fact that I talk about what potentially might happen in these locations. So when we go to locations now, I have to keep my gob shut so that he doesn't get scared before we even get to the location.
Because I'd rather go in somewhere not knowing. Because you could say, oh yeah, Jack the bleeding handyman, Ungie said here. So I've been wandering around looking for Jack the handyman all night. Whereas if I don't know anything, if I see something, then
yeah. Oh dear. But now, Yeah, I just go in to every location with an open mind, mate. Don't bother me. You might hear things about a location, but we always go into them, don't we? But we just go in with an open mind and see what happens.
Yeah,
What someone else might pick up, we might pick up something completely different, or we might pick up nothing.
I've got to admit, out of all the experiences we've had, I've only had one. And it's going to sound a bit weird, this, but that will be Haley.
Yeah.
I don't mean physically with Haley. I mean,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
and that's when that whatever it was, based well, Haley
Yeah.
were already in that building. So I think
They just
whatever.
get out of the building quick, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was coming after me.
You're just scared of it. That's what it is. I was just scared of it. But no, I get wary in some places, but I won't say I get really, really scared in a location. I think I probably get wary more when one of you picks up on something and you're like, oh, bloody hell, what's that over there? And then I start to wonder.
The locations change though, because you could go in a location on Monday and feel absolutely relaxed. And then
we've done one before.
Same location on Tuesday, and it's got a completely different atmosphere.
The club we did, weren't it? First time we ever went there, we were expecting it to be really, 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 really bad, and it was completely different, weren't it? We were just, I were happy as Larry coming out of that place. It like I'd got drunk. It was a completely different feeling I've ever had from anywhere. But then the next time we went to it, probably about a month or so later, it were completely different. It were horrible, weren't it? Absolutely horrible. Maybe we went into it one frame of mind one day, and then a month and a half later went into a different frame of mind. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird how spirits pick up on things, I suppose.
The worst part about it, I think, both me and you more than me, is when something follows you home.
Yeah. It don't bother. I've learned to deal with it now, though. I know things follow me home all the time, but I'm not bothered. I ignore it.
He doesn't like to broadcast it, but he has physically been, I wouldn't say attacked. That's not the word, is it?
Dragged out of bed. I prefer to be dragged into bed.
Yeah, right.
But it depends what it is. No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to that. We're past 9 o'clock yet.
Where were it? That was that same place, wasn't it, where that little girl attached herself to me? And I told you that night that she came to me and told me how she died.
Yeah, the one where you got chased out of.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I got that one right dragged out of bed at Orchest, didn't I? And that was before we even went there. Because I was sceptical of it, weren't I?
Well, that where we got chased out of, what was it named, right? Don't matter if we say it.
Yeah, Duckmanton.
Yeah, Duckmanton Lodge. Because I kept on hearing that girl for about 2 weeks, didn't I? Afterwards, after going there.
Yeah. It's funny enough, that place though, there's probably only a couple of groups what I know of, probably three groups what's actually done that place other than us.
Helen,
And it's
whereabouts in Manchester, darling? Only because I've got two of my brothers live in Manchester, and I used to live there for a while.
Yeah, to be fair,
It is the way we're coming.
We will be coming with. I've got places in Leeds, Wakefield, Bradford, Manchester, Scotland. Not really Scotland. There's places in Wales and Scotland, but I've not really looked into them areas. To be
Scotland's our big one for this year.
We will want to go. We are going to go and have at least a week up there. And to be fair, if we do go to Scotland for a week, the likelihood we'll be doing it live every night. Won't we when we're there?
We will be doing some Lincolnshire as well.
Lincolnshire, it's quite.
We're doing quite a lot over that way.
Yeah. Well, you've got family in Lincolnshire, aren't you? So, and the two of our members are from Lincolnshire.
Oh, I know where Cube is. I used to live in Gorton.
Yeah. So we're talking about locations now. You're not going to do a 60-minute makeover, are we?
No, but
can't do one of them tonight.
That's the new house that we're buying.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that. So, but yes, there's loads of places. So I've got places. Honestly,
We've got big
So-
plans.
yeah, and we are going to be going out more. We're going to be doing at least 3 nights a week, maybe even 4 nights a week, depending.
You might get a subs fourth night.
It could be that we might do a pre-record on the 4th night and go to a location where we know we don't have a signal and do a pre-record, but we'll probably do that. What we talked about this, didn't we? The likely is what we'll probably do. We're going to try and do at least 3 lives a week. There will be subs, but that's not going to be till probably May time. We'll probably go look at doing subs.
Might launch on my birthday.
Might launch it in May, middle of May, something like that. We don't know yet. We don't know. We're gonna put our heads together on that. But we will do a week before. We'll do a pre-record, and then so like for example on a Thursday, for example, a week before we'll go and do a pre-record, and then the following Thursday we'll put it on. When that pre-record's on, we will go and do another pre-record. You get what I mean? I don't know if you probably will know what I mean by that. So it'll be on
A rolling rotation.
a rolling rotation. So when one pre-record's on, that's on, we will go and do another pre-record while that's on there. If you go, because there is some places where there's about 5 or 6, minimum 5 or 6 locations where signal's shocking, and there are actually really good locations, and it's just a shame. Signal, no matter how hard we try, we can't get signals.
We are wanting to do the Pendle Hill one as well, aren't we?
Yeah. If we'll be honest with you guys, we were considering doing Pendle Hill at end of month, but then we thought we don't really want to say 100% going to do that because we don't know the situation. Weather, and I think we need. We don't know. We're not going to do it yet, but we will end up doing Pendle Hill at some point.
So
Yeah, but like I said, I'll quickly go through the things, but I'll not go into depth on them because we'll put a post on about the things.
you've
So
already done it.
I haven't.
You've already spoke about it during the live.
I haven't talked about it properly.
You've done it.
I haven't gone through the things properly.
God, you can tell you're a branch manager.
Well, I'll not go through it because she's just going to keep going on if I go through it. So I'll put a post on.
No, come on, Tony.
I'm going to finish it off.
Come on.
No, I'm going to finish it off. No,
Come on.
no, I'm going to finish it
Come
off.
on.
No.
I'm just saying you've got it. If you're going to go on about the subs, we've already spoke about that.
Yeah, you've got to say now, Tony. You've got to let the rest of the team know.
No, but we're going to call it. I'll put a big post on or something tomorrow about all the things that we're doing.
Oh, so you build me up, Buttercup, just to let me down?
Well, I supposedly I'd already gone through it fully, so I might as well not go through it again. So
Come on, just read.
I'm not. No.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, do you know what? It's right to me. I'm from there.
Yeah, you said I've gone through it. She says I've gone through it already, so what's the point of going through it again?
I love it, it's on it, 7 now.
Yeah,
What
it's
is the
just
point of
gonna
going through it again if you've already gone through it?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, go through it.
No, I'm not going through it now. No.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah, we're not going through it. I'm going to put a post on.
No, don't put post on. It's very live.
It's not. I'm going to put. Not everyone will watch the live though, will they? So I might as well put a post on the post.
Those who are watching live are really interested to know.
Yeah, but I've already gone through it according to Eris, so there's no point.
We'll run through extra bits. They can be subs.
Right, I'm going to call it anyhow. No, I'm calling. I'm calling. No, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Calling it. Right, so we're going to talk for another 4 hours now.
Tony. Do it, but do the subs. I'll pay you £1.50.
Yeah. I'll put it on post. I'll put it on the post. Otherwise, I'll keep that.
You can't
You
get
what?
everybody excited and then come on. We've got 109 million people watching.
Right, no, I'm going to call it. I need to write it up anyway. I'm going to put it on. So I need to word it properly on page and all, don't I?
We're from Rotherham. You don't need to word nothing properly. Look, people smiling and look, happy faces.
I will put it on the page and I'll share it to the group as well. But yeah.
Better off coming from you in person, Tony. Speak from the heart, mate, not from the
Shut up,
pen
you.
and paper.
Shut up, you.
From
Right.
the heart.
From the heart. From the heart.
Not from the pen and paper. Pen and
I
paper.
have said something, but we kept going off topic and going all over the place. But I'd rather. I'm just going to pull a post out about it. It's gonna be easier.
I'll stay quiet now. Go on, carry on.
No, I'm not doing it now. We're going to finish. You stay background because Sally wants to talk to you, anyhow.
Oh, what have I done?
You're being a naughty boy or something.
Oh, she's not going to spank me again.
Are we past 9 yet? No, we're not past 9, are we? Oh, yeah, we're past 9 now. Ah, it's effing and blinding time now.
Well, we're about to fuck off now.
We'll call it. I don't even know who's fully on that. To be fair, I might as well just put a thing on now anyhow. So
thank you, Helen Carter, for sticking.
Thank you, Helen Carter, for sticking with us. I don't know if Lorna's still on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lorna. I will on. I don't know if I'm still on, but well, I'm here, but I mean on the thing. But now on that note, going. This was the 7th day countdown. 6 days tomorrow.
We certainly will give you a shout, Ellen.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah. Look, it's gone up to 19 people watching now. I'm joking. No, I'm going. It's 5. Joking. Right, I'm going now.
Are you?
Yeah, but you stay back.
I'm still here.
Are you still here?
Mm.
See you later, Lorna. Thanks, Ellen. Right, we're going. Good night, guys. Much love. Keep an eye on the page for the big updates. What I've already gone through, supposedly. So, yeah. Speak to you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.